Hello everyone and welcome back to Two Bros Game Night. I am your host, Older Bro.
I'm your other host, Younger Bro.
And today we continue in another code, where we are back in the liquid memory tanks.
Yeah, we're in Dexter's laboratory. What are you doing, Dexter?
I still can't believe it's liquid memory.
Yeah, and we have to also do some required
Of course
reading.
we do.
Oh boy.
Oh
boy.
Ah.
Oh boy.
I'll just leave.
Greg Davis. There was an article about the water pollution in the closed-off offices of Crusoe Resort. The author's name was Greg Davis, and he turns out to be our John Smith in sunglasses. He used to live in Lake Julia and was an old friend of Matthew's dad. Michael, even though he actually knew Matthew, he hid his true identity out of concern for Matthew, who lost his memory after a tragic accident. It was a lie, but a lie out of kindness. Greg's article had the...
I think they mean opposite, but they mean a positive is not a word.
positive
They mean opposite.
opposite of his intended effect, driving Crusoe Resort to the brink of bankruptcy. Michael had been framed and was clearly suffering, so Greg was searching for the truth to clear his name. We found the proof we needed in Michael's locker, and Greg was thrilled, saying this would prove Michael's innocence. And that was when we found out where Michael was, and now Matthew can finally see his dad. I love a happy ending.
A happy ending.
And watch, Matthew's gonna be kidnapped along with Greg, and we have to save him.
Why? We don't even need to worry about that. We've been kidnapped.
Matthew found a letter his mom wrote his dad in a locker in a deserted Crusoe Resort. Ugh. It was the key to unlocking all of Matthew's memories. She wrote about what happened to Kelly, and
Kelly.
that she didn't have long left. She was overwhelmed by worry for Matthew, who had been through such trauma, and Michael, who was completely focused on his worth.
Well,
Yes.
Yes, also true.
Work.
That's
Emily
also
cared
true.
so much about her family. You are only worth a diamond in the sand.
Oh, no!
You don't need to worry about Matthew anymore, Emily. He'll be able to come to his terms with what happened to Kelly after he gets kidnapped like me. And he'll be ruined. He'll be ruined. He'll be reunited with his father.
He's already ruined.
Just know that they'll always take care of each other, just as you wrote back then. Please watch over them.
You know what I'm disappointed about, by the way? Kelly's photo did not update to the ghost Kelly.
Yeah, seriously.
It didn't change to K.
There was a poster in the ruined office of Crusoe Resort. It showed what Lake Juliet would have looked like if the resort was completed. It was absolutely beautiful. I could see why Michael was working toward it, but everyone blamed him for the pollution, and that must have hurt a lot. But you don't need to worry anymore, Michael. With your documents and the info from Ian, Greg will show everyone what that pollution really was. You just get better and take care of Matthew, and maybe go visit Charlotte again when you're ready. Kelly. We learned the sad truth about what happened to Kelly. She fell from the clock tower and died. Ooh. Right in front of Matthew. He's sick with guilt. Kelly's ghost appeared to us. Oh, she did see. He told her that he had failed her as a brother, but she forgave him. Aww. Maybe she was relieved to see that he started to recover. I don't know. But she had a big smile on her face. Their mother showed up too, and she and Kelly left together. It's good that Matthew remembered what happened. I hope that Emily and Kelly are watching over him. I wonder if she knows D.
I was gonna say it's gonna be really funny if we ever see Ashley dead, because I imagine that she's gonna show up and D will be there and Matthew will be there.
So you want to make out now, D?
They're dead. What value is there for smooches to a ghost?
There must be some
The question
value.
isn't, can you smooch a ghost? It's, why would you want to? They are dead. What value do you get out of it?
Also,
you sick freak.
why was D blue and Kelly was...
She was also blue.
No, she was white. She had Ultra Instinct aura, and D
She
was...
was transparent blue. It was still blue.
I'm just asking, is like, what?
I don't
Are there
know.
different types of ghosts here?
D had been a ghost for 7 years. He had solidified a bit. Kelly immediately passed on, even though she was still here.
One by one, Matthew remembered all sorts of things in the clock tower about how he always used to play with Kelly in the lake or in the tower, about how they would meet their dad at Crusoe Resort, and when he heard the bell, he remembered where Crusoe Resort was. We found Emily's letter there, and Matthew remembered everything that happened 5 years ago. It was sad and painful, but now Matthew should be able to move on. He even got to say goodbye to Kelly. I like how she wrote all of this, like, while she was unconscious. And we found out where his... No, she's typing this right now. Where his father is. I hope he gets to live happily ever after with his dad.
Look, these are her thoughts. We're just reading her thoughts.
I'm glad I picked up his watch and returned it to him. Just be careful not to lose it again, Matthew. A researcher at JC Valley, she's one of Dad's co-workers. She's pretty shady. According to Elizabeth, she engaged to Elizabeth's dad, but doesn't seem like she really loves him. Why would she agree to marry someone she doesn't love?
For the money.
I think I can understand how Elizabeth feels. Welcoming someone you don't trust into your family must be hard. She didn't seem like a bad person when I met her at the campsite, but that all changed now.
I like how she's saying, oh, she didn't seem like a bad person at the campsite. This is the photo we have
Yeah,
of her.
I know. I'm like,
It's
she
like-
looks so shady.
Just like, you might as well stamp villain on her forehead.
Only a truly bad person would draw someone in with a smile to immediately attack them. She's the worst kind of person, but why would she attack me? What's she after?
Probably your mom. She also had a thing for your mom.
Oh, that'd be okay.
I mean, heck, Bill didn't have a thing for your mom.
Dad didn't come home after going to the lab to help with the system problem, so I guess he's still here. I don't know what kind of research he's doing, but he must have a lot of responsibilities. Oh, and Ryan said that there's something Dad wants to talk about. What could that be? But I've got stuff to ask him about as well, so that works out. I kind of want to go find Dad, but I'm worried so that Sophia might be here and try to lock me up again.
I really hope we find out what the fuck's going on with Ryan, the ghost who grew up.
Yeah, seriously. When I approached the entrance to JC Valley, I flashed back to Mom pulling my hand as we went into the lab. And the room that Sophia locked me in also looked familiar. I'd been there before. And at that time, Mom was talking to someone, a man wearing a lab coat. I thought Mom retired from science when I was born. Why would she come all this way to visit? Could it have been to see this guy? Whatever it was, she kept it secret from Dad. I bet she went to the secret researcher saying, hey, I don't want to be a part of this anymore.
Yeah, she went to go see Judd and got out of it, and that's why Judd sent Bill after her.
Yeah, guaranteed.
Makes perfect sense.
We got into the clock tower and we used the 3 keys to get the clock moving again. I left Matthew to go listen to the bell on the top floor, but he disappeared while I was up there. He had remembered something when he heard the bell. I chased after him and we ended up at the ruins of Crusoe Resort, where something weird happened. Matthew read a letter from his mom and suddenly remembered everything. Just when it seemed like he was going to break down from remembering Kelly's death, she appeared in front of him. She fell from the tower 5 years ago, but I guess she never left his side. I'm glad you got to learn the truth and also say a proper goodbye, Matthew. I think you'll be alright now.
We'll see.
My turn. My turn.
Yeah, her turn to actually get closure again.
I'm pretty sure the reason Mom came to Lake Juliet was to visit JC Valley. What I don't know is why. Michael's report said the JC Valley is the one responsible for the pollution. There's something going on here, and I don't think even Dad knows what it is.
Nope, no one knows what it is.
Okay, Charlotte. The old lady who lives by the house on the web. Whose family has lived in Lake Julia for generations. She knows a lot about the area. We were able to solve the clock tower's puzzle and ring the bell. It was so loud. Charlotte must have heard it, but Matthew disappeared again. So I chased after him. Charlotte was in her garden when I got to her house. I was right about her having heard the bell. She told me it was wonderful to hear it again. When I asked her about Matthew, she said that I could get to Crusoe Resort offices by going through the pipe under the bridge. I owe Charlotte so much. I need to make sure I stop by her place later to thank her properly if I get out of here alive.
I don't know why, but in my mind, the only thing I could think of was the bell being rang and just hearing Monokuma going, ding dong, ding dong!
Same. The director of JC Valley and Elizabeth's father, Elizabeth and I had a long talk by the lake shore. A long talk. It's not just that she's spoiled. She can't stand the fact that her father wants to marry Sophia. It must be tough for her. She's clearly hurting from her mom just walking out on the family and her. And here comes someone else into the picture who's a total bitch. The real problem, though, is that Elizabeth thinks Sophia doesn't even love her father, and I get that because she hit me over the head, bitch. So shit. They even get married. No, fuck her. I don't. Not literally. No.
Yeah,
go to hell.
No, don't do that either.
I don't get.
Politely decline.
Going on here. I politely decline. No, you should angrily decline. But if that's true, then of course Elizabeth doesn't want them to get married. Sure, she's giving her father a hard time, but she's worried about him. It makes sense. Open your eyes, Rex, you dumb fuck! Fucking hell, I need to get you glasses because you're so blind about who this person is.
You dumb motherfucker. Didn't Elizabeth let you know?
His solution to her general bad behavior is to just buy her things. That's not what she needs from you, Rex. Listen to her. I hope you figure that out soon.
Also, while we're talking about things, hey, father, open your eyes. I'm also pissed at you.
Open your eyes, Rex.
And
Wake
your
up.
ears.
A large dog with fluffy white fur. It is Fluffy, buddy. She's a dear friend I made at the lake. When Matthew ran out of the clock tower, I went after him and wound up bumping into Princess and Elizabeth. I guess she had come here to see Elizabeth after all. I'm glad you two were able to reunite, Princess. I really owe this pooch my thanks. If it wasn't for her, I don't think my relationship with Elizabeth would have improved as much as it has. We started out pretty hostile, but now we can talk openly. It's thanks to Princess I was able to make another good friend.
I don't know if I'd say that you're
so.
good friends yet.
It's like if
At
you
this
say
point,
so.
you're maybe friends. Probably acquaintances.
The keyboardist and vocalist for Tommy's band. She's also the daughter of Rex, the director of Daisy of JC Valley, and less of a bitch.
She's the daughter of the director of JG Valley.
When I chased Matthew to the clock tower, I ran into Elizabeth by the lake shore outside on the blanket. When we talked a little, she dished about her father's new fiance and told me why she hid the music player.
Did she tell us that? I don't think she ever did. Like, we told her what happened was she said she hid the music player. She said her vocals weren't any good. We said, no, that's not true. But she literally never said why she thought her vocals were no good.
Yeah,
I was expecting them to
she
say,
hasn't
"Oh,
said-
Sophia's been saying that my singing's shit."
Yeah, she hasn't said the total why
Yeah,
about
it's like,
hiding the music player yet.
we know why she hid the music player, but we don't know why she feels like her singing's shit, which is why she hid the music player.
She's thinking she's not as good as her mom.
Yeah, but it's
But
like, yeah,
but we don't.
but we don't. I don't know why
We
that
still
came
don't know
up.
the full story of what
Yeah.
came up of. I don't want to sing any more
Yeah,
for the
it's-
band, and I'm just gonna.
She's
hide the
emotional
music
because of
player.
her family situation, and she's just like, I can't handle this right
Yeah.
now.
She totally knew I swiped it. Sorry that I touched your stuff. You told me not to, and yet here we are. As best as I can understand, Elizabeth keeps comparing herself to her mom, and she looks up to her mom way too much to feel like she can sing half as well. Her voice is her own. When I heard her sing, I was blown away by its beauty and power. She just needs to find some confidence and keep on singing. Of course, I don't think she wants to hear that from me. If I told her that directly, I can only imagine what would happen.
Didn't you tell her that directly?
I
Wasn't that
can
exactly what you said?
Yeah, seriously. I can only imagine what just happened.
Yeah, I can only imagine the thing that happened in the last 10 seconds. I wonder what that looked like. Oh, wait, it would look like me right now wondering what that looked like. Because I did it.
Here and now. I'm glad we finally were able to really talk. I had almost given up hope. I feel like we understand each other better now. We might even get along. And
See, hold on.
thank
How can you
God-
say good friend how can you say
Yeah,
that she's a good friend
not-
when you then end it by saying we might finally even get along? Like I feel like you can't be a friend until you get along.
Alright. Oh, they're still watching us. What
Yes.
is these no images?
I don't know.
There must be so much more to the game that we just have not
How?
explored. I don't know.
Moving on.
Thank God. Sitting in the console.
I think we read all this.
I'm pretty sure, yeah. I don't know what we're doing. I think we're leaving.
Yeah, I think we're just gonna try to leave.
Memory lane up in the headlights. Remaining liquid memory, 18.4%. The percent remaining is dropping steadily. The situation requires immediate action.
Ah,
The amount of liquid memory keeps dropping, but why though? Because they're trying to get rid of the evidence.
Because it's leaking into the lake.
Incongruent data detective error in chronological arrays. Deviations found in the following location paths. I guess this means something unusual is happening.
Yep.
I don't understand what any of this actually means.
Wait, hold on. Are they trying to change time? Because they talked about earlier in the game how we keep being like, Ryan's dead because he died. We know that. We saw your mother going to his grave. And he's saying, oh, well, you must be misremembering things. In the same way that she also said, like, have we ever met T-Rex? And he said, no, we've never met before. And he was saying even he misremembers things. And now they're saying at this terminal that there's incongruities in chronological events.
I mean, time travel might not be too far-fetched for this game because we see ghosts.
I guess, but it's just like, is that the direction they're going with this? That they're doing something to change, like, time or something?
Oh god, we're at Blueberry Academy because we're underwater.
They're under the lake?
We are under the lake.
The
door
door is
is
locked.
locked.
No, it's not.
opening. Hang on. Am I locked in here?
Girl, you have a master key.
The RAS is responding, which means
I can pick the lock.
I knew it. The DAS is responding too. It's the same as the security device at Lake Juliet. I'll try using the DAS.
And there's gonna be somebody waiting on the other side.
Probably. This security has a time limit to releasing it. Okay, so now we need to remember that the ones that have hold, like the ones that have a circle, is how long you need to hold it for. Only 5 fails in a row. Wait, hold on. The time limit will be removed until you clear it once.
What is this one?
Up and left.
Huh?
That one was Y and right.
Yeah, I did that.
So that one's just press 3 times.
No. Oh, is it at the same time?
Yeah,
Ugh.
any of these that you see they're at the same time.
I did L instead of R.
Okay, X and A at the same time.
There we go.
L.
L. Left.
Yep.
L trigger.
Left and right at the same time.
Okay. Damn it! I moved the left trigger again! By accident.
Up and left at the same time. X. Right. L and R at the same time. Okay, that was terrible.
Did it.
Absolutely terrible.
That was terrible. I did not like that one.
Sorry, I just didn't realize that
opened.
you didn't know that the 2
Am
buttons
I
at the
gonna have
same
to sneak
time.
past, like, guards or something?
No, they're watching you.
But yeah, I didn't realize that you didn't realize that when the 2 letters are on the screen, you press both at the same time. This feels like one of those games where the
Guess I'm
door's gonna
clear.
open behind her and a boulder's gonna come through.
Oh boy. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, that's
I
awesome.
mean, I guess this makes sense. They did go underground next to a lake.
Alright, let's explore more Blueberry Academy.
No. This is that section of Blueberry Academy we didn't get to see, and only Miss Vivi, trainer herself, got to see. The secret lab.
See? Meg proof.
The bottom of the lake. The water looks so different here. Huh. My mom's pendant. There's water glowing inside it. Mom, help keep me safe, all right? Lead me to Dad.
See, is that blue color the liquid memory that's being
That
released?
that must be, yeah.
Pale light.
It's,
That light looks similar to the light from Mom's pendant. Could they be related somehow? Oh, absolutely.
What I don't get is, what is the goal here?
I don't know.
Because I thought the whole point was that they were making liquid memory from this water. Why would they release liquid memory into the water and therefore ruin making more liquid memory?
I'm 3 floors below ground level.
yeah.
Sophia said that Dad's lab was on the 2nd floor of the basement.
Yep, B2. I mean, she could have been lying.
Looks clear. Dad?
Still in the lake. Where are you,
Oh,
Dad?
like the map. Turn around.
There's a pamphlet that includes info from the building
How about
directory.
this?
This will help me figure out where I am. I should take one with me.
There we go. And now can we see the... Yep. Okay, but now look at the...
Confidential for...
Go look at where the cranes are.
Yeah.
You're 204, 202, 201. Okay, so there are, 204, 202, and 201.
So, there's only cranes in B2 and B1.
Yeah, okay. So let's make sure to get those.
Okay. Where am I at right now?
You're at the elevator. But you're going to go around.
Okay.
Basically, the elevators are, like, you just don't want to hit the next elevator. So, this coming up is 205. Where is everybody? We are in an office.
Okay, so
No one seems to be using this room. Weird. Okay, let's...
what's
It's 204, 202, and 201. We should probably save. Hard save. And then hard save, like hard save on 2 and 3. And then that way, in case we get locked out, we can go back and not have to worry about missing out stuff.
the JC Valley logo and the numbers for each room are on the panel.
Hmm.
There's a security camera here too.
Hmm?
I always imagine the lab as having big, thick books and documents lying all around, but this room's practically empty. The light doesn't turn on. Doesn't seem like anyone uses this.
Nobody uses this room?
Wow.
Audio equipment?
Now that is a nice audio setup. Looks pretty high quality. I bet sounds great. Whoever uses this room must be pretty into music.
Who would have used this room?
I don't know. The computer is unlocked. The name is JC Valley 0013.
Yeah, that sounds about right. No need to have any better.
This painting is similar to the one in Ryan's cottage. I think it's supposed to be a river, but it's hard to tell.
So this is Ryan's room.
Could have been, yeah.
Huh. Oh, hold on. Go back in there for a second. There's something on the desk. Did that have a prompt?
Hmm.
There was like a folder on the desk. Did you move in the cutscene? Okay, no, it does not have a...
Yeah,
Doesn't have
I
okay.
checked that.
Okay, I just didn't see if you checked it or not, but it's like... Okay, so Ryan has a room. Okay, 204 is the director's office.
Someone's coming.
Okay,
It's Elizabeth. Guarantee it.
so... Well, hold on a second. So, we just... I don't know.
Oh, it's not.
Just go.
Oh, aren't you?
Gina,
What's going on? What are you planning on doing with me?
you're right. You're right. I was too rough. Sorry.
You're working with Sophia, aren't you?
I understand why you're suspicious, but I'm going to need you to trust me, okay? What are you doing here?
My dad asked me to come.
Dr. Robbins called for you? First I'm hearing of this.
Ryan came and told me.
Ryan? Ryan who?
There
What do
we
you mean,
go.
Ryan who? The Ryan that works here?
That's really strange. I need to look into this. Either way, this person told you to come here? It's dangerous. You need to stay put.
What's my dad doing?
He's working with Ian, our system admin. They're trying to keep Sophia out of our data.
Tell me what's going on.
Some bad stuff is going down right now.
Yeah, it
Sophia
sounds like
is
it.
trying to steal data from the lab.
We can very clearly tell.
Come here.
What is this?
It's a direct call system that connects all the rooms in the lab. If it's still
Oh,
working,
it's a
then
phone system. Lab A. So that's where your father is.
That's Ian.
Ian, are you all right?
Are they being poisoned?
Wait here.
I don't
I'm
know.
going to
Like
Ian's office.
she was just coughing and then he was
Stay here
coughing
where
and
it's safer.
collapsed. Wait here. I'm my father's daughter. I'm not doing that.
Things have really gone sideways here.
Yeah, you don't say.
Huh?
Hey, that's Elizabeth's.
He's the director.
There's a portrait of Rex on the wall. His name is on a plate below. JC Valley Director, Rex
Fancy
Alfred.
picture.
Yep.
This must be Elizabeth's dad's office.
Yep. So now look around. And don't click on that.
Can't click
which you
on
can't. Good. But let's click on the thing on the wall, I guess.
Some papers sit on the desk. The cover page reads, on the development of a new form of liquid memory.
What's this?
Ah, they are increasing the liquid memory to a new level.
Developments in liquid memory. Liquid memory developed under Judd Fitzgerald's directorship was a huge step forward in the development of the another project, of course. However, the liquid's potential to be significant damage to the environment must be improved upon. This was made abundantly clear 6 years ago after the liquid memory spilled into Lake Juliet. Because of these revelations, a new team was formed with Dr. Richard Robbins at the helm, and development began on a new vision of liquid memory. The goal of the new project was to make liquid memory a safer and more efficient medium for the storage of memory, thereby improving research in the field. Rex Alfred.
So
This
far, I do
accident.
think that
It must be
they
the
act
source
like
of the
that
pollution
Rex
I'm
actually
looking
is
for.
on the... That he is not... Like, it sounds like the way this worked was was a real research project funded by a real company, this one, and that it was above board. But that, I'm gonna guess Judd had a secret team, which was your mom and Bill and maybe a few other people, probably Sophia, that were involved in the...
Extracurricular activities.
Yeah, exactly. So
I didn't hit A.
it just gave up. It was like, nah, fuck it. You just don't want to press A, do you? But yeah, so that's why your father isn't worried about working here. Because he came here and they're working on the another project, but the another project isn't just the machine. The machine is the other side of the project. This side is just, we're going to create a liquid that can store memories.
Yeah.
Okay, so there is a thing in here. We should be on the lookout. There is a crane in this room.
Amazing.
I'm not hitting A. Oh, I hit autoplay.
Oh, that'll do it. Don't hit autoplay. The Red Book.
There's a red book with a elegant design. History of JC
A book
Valley.
about this lab.
Hope it shows every single employee.
The JC Valley Research Facility was founded by Judge Fitzgerald, a leading figure in the field of memory research, along with a collection of researchers from across the country. Fitzgerald, along with one of his fellow researchers, Sayako Kitazato,
Yep.
created
Your mom.
an innovative theory within the realm of memory control, putting the theory into practice. Fitzgerald then developed the another device. Although this device was never completed, it laid the foundation for the another theory, which was subsequently refined by Sayako.
Mom was researching another here, along with Judd.
Yep.
I had no idea they received an award for Lake Juliet's security system. Pretty cool.
Hmm.
Hold on, if the security around Lake Juliet is good, how come my stolen bag is still missing?
Oh, because one of the employees stole it. They know where the
yeah,
stuff
because
is.
Sophia still has it.
Yeah.
Atisa, I guess they have a tea time during the day. I could go for some tea, but now probably isn't the best time. Alright, where are you, Seneca Crane?
Right there.
There it is. What a big table. All these chairs must mean it's used for meetings.
Hmm?
I bet they talk about all sorts of complicated science stuff while watching the monitor.
Okay, now before we click on this photo, that's definitely going to be
Yeah.
important.
We
Let's
need to...
scan the crane.
Yes. Wings of Code.
Okay, we got Rex achievements in business.
Number 5. As I was sorting through a box of lab documents Rex gave me, I happened across a book containing the history of JC Valley, everything from its inception to now. As I skimmed through, I was surprised to see the policies that Rex put in place to keep the lab afloat following Judd's death. Oh, Judd's dead.
Well, so is Ryan. So let's ignore the word death right now because that has no meaning.
He had just taken over as director, but he really leaned into the business side of things.
For all we know, Sayako isn't dead.
He trademarked an original security system that uses biometric technology born from the research and development from another. He sold it to outside firms.
Hold on, scroll back up on that.
What?
He trademarked the security system and sold it out. Okay, gotcha. I wanted to make sure it didn't say he sold some of the another project.
What's more, by having the lab assume the production of industrial goods for things like semiconductors used in the security system, he was able to restore JC Valley's financials. He single-handedly saved the lab from having to liquidate its assets, which were at risk of being sold to the highest bidder, and ultimately lost, including all the remains of the another project.
I would argue that the lab is still liquidating a lot of its assets, given that a lot of its assets are liquid memory.
Much of the project's research had been lost, but what remains lives on in other fields of study within the lab. If the lab went bankrupt and was forced to sell its assets, it would represent a huge risk. What if someone reverse engineered another? Who knows what it could be used for? It can do anything from petty crime to starting wars, but Rex's business acumen prevented all that. As a complete business novice myself, I'm generally impressed by Rex's prowess in the field. I doubt there's anyone at JC Valley who even comes close to his equal. Speaking with him, I started to wonder if I could market some of the technology in the DAS as an end-user product. Perhaps we could take a few key features like the ability to take photos or to capture detailed information about objects and add them to a cell phone. That's not a bad idea, should get Rex's opinion.
So I want to just be clear here. This game takes place in like the 90s/2000s. Are they trying to say that they're the reason that iPhones and all current phones can take pictures?
Jesus Christ.
Holy shit!
JC Valley founder Judge Fitzgerald, 1980-2002. He died 2 years ago.
So this is the guy who started this place.
The Another is still in active development. Using it now is dangerous.
The experiment is what will allow us to complete its development.
Judd, the founder of JC Valley. That's who Mom was talking to.
Gina!
Could that be Gina calling? It's bad.
Save. I don't think we can ignore this, but like I'd love to just completely ignore it and just walk out.
Yeah, we got the picture.
Thank God.
Oh, and it updated. When I saw Judd's portrait, I realized he was the person I remembered arguing with Mom 13 years ago. Why was Judd so desperate to finish the Another project that he just ignored Mom's warnings? Did he have some special reason to push so hard?
Probably. Let me guess. Because Ryan is Judd's son.
Wouldn't surprise me. Okay, guys, unfortunately, we're gonna have to take
We'll
the
have to
call
answer
next
the
time.
call next time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, guys, that's going to be it for this episode. We will come back next time with even more of Another Code. Until then, the future is very uncertain. What is certain is you guys are awesome, and there'll be more Two Bros Game Night tomorrow. See you then.
Goodbye.